going to learn about the timeliner option in Naviswork. That is the 4D simulation. You will be running 4D simulation for your project. So the total schedule, time schedule, you will be simulating. So let me open this timeliner window. So when you check this timeliner, here you will find out at the bottom, here you will find out this timeliner window. You can pin this, okay, so that it will always be there. And suppose it is not, if it is not coming like that, if it is not coming like that when you click this window, so you can drag this to this bottom side, so it will dock to this bottom. Okay. And now you see that we have this timeliner window, but there is nothing available. Everything is grayed out. As because I don't have any model loaded here. I don't have any file loaded here. So let me open a file. Go to open, and here let me open a NWD file. So I'm going to select that structural NWD file. So this is the file. Okay. So let me just, yeah. Okay, so this is your file. We have our ground, and this is like when we will be excavating. So we have this cover, okay, and we have some other structural components. Okay, so we are going to see that when it will be started constructing, how it will look within this Navisworks. Okay, so let's go for it. Now go to this timeliner, and now you see that everything is right now active within this timeliner window. All the tabs and the tools are active right now. So this is the task tab. Here I will be adding some task, and I'll be assigning it to our components as per the components. I will be creating some task as well. And we have some data sources. If we have any Excel files there, all my tasks are created. So I can import them here, my data sources. And here is about configuration, about the type of your task. Okay, so at the default we have this three uh, task type, like construct, demolish, and temporary. So as per this task type, we'll be having our simulation. And you see that we have some appearance, how it will appear in your Navisworks. Okay, so that you can define. So those are uh, under this construction task type. At the start they will appear in green color, 90% transparent. And when it will be end, so it will come with model appearance. That means as per the material you have placed for that model. So you can define this appearance. Here we have this appearance definition, and you can add the type, new task type you can add. So let's go for new task type here. So for this you can type the name, like let me go for one, everything is there. So let's go for existing to finishing. Okay, and here about the start appearance, so you can choose from the list. So right now I don't have any particular appearance list. I need to define as per my choice. So I'll go with this appearance definition, and there I will create one. Let's go for add, and here also you can name it. So let's go for like existing. Okay, and if you double click on this, you can choose the color. All right, so let me choose this color, and that is defined here. And you can add some transparency to it. Okay, so as per your requirement, you will put the transparency. And this way you can add some appearance definition. All right. And here you see that default simulation start appearance. So when you will start your simulation, so all the object will be hidden. All right. All the object will be hidden. So you can change it to any other definition. So it's better like it will be hidden. Okay. So it will be hidden for all the task type. It is not like that you cannot go for each appearance type. It will be applicable for all. Okay. So it's better that it is hidden at the beginning. You have nothing and then you start growing it. It's like that. So let's go for it. Click on OK. And again, come to this timeliner here. And now you have created your appearance definition. So now you can choose existing. And what will be the end appearance? So when you will end your construction or till finishing, so it's existing to finishing. So finishing means as per the material. So I'll go with model appearance. Okay, how the model appear, as per that it will appear at the end. Okay, and you can go for early appearance and late appearance, that you can define. So I'm not going with that early appearance. And so here let me pin this. Okay, so about the early appearance, I'm not going to go for it. And about the simulation start appearance, so when your simulation start, how it will appear, so you can define that. So right now it's not needed. So it will, when you it will be started, so like this color will be available. And then it will be at the end appearance. Okay, now let's go to task tab there. Here you can add some tasks, not tabs. Here you can add some task. Okay, and you can insert some task also. So about all this, let me go for it. So here you have added one task. Let me add another task, and here let me just quickly show you the functions, and then I will assign some task here. If you go for 2, and if you select this, and above it if you click, so when it is selected like this too, and when you click at this, so always if you click this add task, it will add the task at the bottom. Okay, always. And if you go for this one, so it will insert this task. All right, it will insert this task. So it, you had selected this one, so above it it has added. If you go for this new task and again you insert it above this, it will add. Okay, so this two are the ways of adding your task. So suppose you have forgot to add some task, like here you will not find uh, like changing, uh, just you can move it up. Here also you can change the position, like this you can change the position. Okay, so you can add some auto task, like so this was added earlier, or I think this as per the selection tree, I think. Yeah, so as per this levels you have added your task. Okay, so for no level some object are there, so these are at no level. So as per this uh, you can assign. Okay, also as per your model level, as per your file levels you have, as per that you can select it. So these are the selection object, and then this, and then this, it will go like that. Okay, so it will be easier for you also if you have created your model and levels like that. Okay, So it will be easier for you to assign the task. You don't have to create this much like plan start, this. So it will automatically take all this. So that's why it is auto add task. So it will generate all this based on your model geometry or the sets you have within your model. Okay, so this is the selection tree, and there you have everything. So this is, you can say, the model set or the levels or the layers, and as per that you have created. So everything is going to be constructed. So like for this no level, let me select. So here it will be demolished, right? I will be excavating this one. So I'll be now let me delete all this. I don't need. I will show you how to manually add task. Yeah. Okay. And we have some attach option. Like after creating our task, we have to attach our models to that task. So that task is particularly assigned to that model. So let's go for it. And for this attach, we have some different options. Okay. And this is for adjusting your this task list. We have some tools. Now let's go for it. And here, let me go for like our earth or the site we have. You can go for it. And about the plant start. So your site will be present throughout the project, right? From the beginning to end. So there you can define today's date and the planned end. So you have planned within this date, your project will end. So that you can define, like, let me go for this 1 month. Okay. So here it is mentioned, like this is going to be the planned start and this is going to be the planned end. And suppose if there is any delay, if there is any delay, so you can go for actual start if it is applicable. Actual start, when you have actually started, it was planned but it was not for the as per the plan, it is delayed, so you can define when it is actually started. So if it is applicable, just change it here. And when it is actually end, also define that. Okay. So the planned start is there, and we have to define the task type. So this is going to be existing to finishing the site. And now you go to attach option. You have to attach. All right. So let's go for this. Let's select this one. And what you can do, right click and okay. So here I select it and come to this attach section. Right click here and you have this attach current selection. Okay. And also you have this attach current selection. Okay. So you have some options here. All right. So this is like auto attach using rules. As per the model geometry, it will automatically attach. So right now I'm not going to do that. If you are auto adding task, and you can go for this auto add attach using rules. Okay, that you can do. Right now I have to select it manually. So let's go for this. After selecting your model element, you'll go for attach current selection. Okay. So you can check if it is rightly selected. Here you will find out this explicit selection. If you click here, here you will see it that it is rightly selected or not. And now we have some other columns like total cost. So as it is a total cost, so that means it is the total value. Right now, you cannot get the total value as because you don't know how you are getting the total value, from which values this is extracted. So for that, you need to add some columns. So these are the column types. Sorry, the layout types you can change like to basic. Okay, this is the standard one. So you can choose columns, go to choose columns, and now you see that you have this much of columns added, and you can add some more columns like material cost, labor cost, equipment cost, subcontractor cost. Okay, go for it. And if you want to add some comments over there, you can add it. So let's go for like material cost and equipment cost only, and let's go for click on OK, and you will see like this is these are added. And if you want to change the total cost position at the last, that you can also do. Go to choose column and select it, go for move down and click on OK, and there it is shifted. Okay, and here you can add some material cost. So for this site, you can add some material cost if it is applicable, equipment cost if it is applicable, you can add. Now let's create another task. So go for it, add task, and here let me like excavation. And the plan started on this date. Okay, and sorry, so the planned end, and it is going as per the planned. And here you see that we have this Gantt chart. Okay, so this Gantt chart is distributed within time. You can get the time here. So you can change the time. So like the date is fixed. You can change the end date time, like when it will be end. So you can change it like just place. So whenever you will assign task, you will get some horizontal bar on this Gantt chart. So every task will create horizontal bar on this Gantt chart, and every Gantt chart has time frames. Okay, so here you can see, right? So you can adjust it. I hope it is visible, like it is being changed for the planned start and planned end as well, right? A small window is opened named activity. There you can see planned start and planned end. It is visible. Is it visible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me just assign the time. Yeah, 9 p.m. Okay. And for this also you can choose the time. Okay. Like that you can assign. Now let's go for it, and here I will be selecting it, and I will attach it, right click and attach current selection. And what will be the task type? So I will be demolishing this, right? I'll be excavating, so it will be demolished. Now let's go for another task. So here what your task will be, foundation, right? Okay, and about the plan start, so you can go for this, and like uh, so within this date it will be end, and the task type is construct, and you have to go for the selection. So you can either go like select this and then go for select same type, and all these are selected, and there you can right click and attach current selection. This way you can go for it. Let me show you other way of selection. I hope you already know. Let me show you again. So here you have this top of footing there. So you can go for the structural foundation. So all these foundation objects are right now selected, right? And after that you can right click and go for attach current selection there. Okay. So there you have the selection tree, right? Okay. And also what you can do, you can use this set as well. So you can choose this object, select same type, and there you can sorry, come to this set. There you can save this selection. You can save this selection as a set and you can attach that set here. That you also can do. So let me show you that. Let's go for save selection and here you go for like footings. Enter here, right? That is, and right click on it, attach set. So you have this footing set. Okay. So attach this. So this one is selected right now. Okay. The total set. So this way also you can attach, you can go to selection tree there and you can choose your structural foundation this way. Okay. Okay. Now you have your structural columns. This is going to be the next task. Okay, so let me just check if it is created by no. Okay. All right, so now let me go for next task. Add task. Go for column. Let's assign it. Okay, and type is construct. And about the attachment, so here you can go for it, like the selection tree, structural columns, and right click on it, attach current selection. There you can check. Okay, and about the material cost and all, you can add, and as per that, you will have your total cost. Okay, so right now I'm not adding any random values. Uh, so let's go for another task. So that will be your uh, like foundation beam or foundation framings. Okay, and about the start. So it will be started on this date and it will be ended on this date. Okay, so the type is construct, and about the selection, you can check if it is there. So this is your structural framing. Okay, and right click, go for attach current selection this way, and then go for add task, uh, foundation slab. Okay, next time. Okay, construct and go for it. Selection tree and there you have this foundation slab. Okay, use that. Foundation slab, right click and go for attach current selection and go for add task. So go for slab age. Okay, it will be started on that day. And it will be end on the other day. The type is construct and about the selection. So let's select them, right click and attach current selection. Okay. And now let's go for the first floor framings. First floor beam or framing. Okay, then go for the date. It will be started on this date. And so, okay, construct and go for this first floor structural framing, second floor, and you have this structural framings. Right click, attach current selection. And now I'll go for this one. So add task. Okay, and define the date. And type is construct and go for the selection set. About the flows, right click, attach current selection. Okay, and do the same for the upper floors. Okay, so let's go for add task. Then second floor beams, the date, uh, 22. And okay, so the construct and come to selection tree there. Uh, Structural framing, right click, attach current selection and add another task. Construct and okay, so right click and attach current selection. Add another task. Sorry, sorry. So for this, it will not be the selection. So I have done the mistake. I have to remove it. So the clear attachment. Okay. And after that, come to this one again and select the floors and then right click and go for attach current selection. Right. Fine. Now the final one, the third floor. Okay. And if it is delayed, you can do that. It is going to be construct and let me go for selection. So selection tree, structural framing, and right click and attach current selection. Go for add task and that is going to be construct. And about the selection, come to this floors, right click, attach current selection. Okay, so this defining all this task is there. Okay, and the planned end will be this. Okay, so my task is assigned, it is done, and now it's about to simulate. Okay, so I'll be simulating here. Okay, so from here it is still available here. Okay. So now what you can do, you can come to configure and this is about the construct. So for the construct early appearance, you can go for hide. Okay. And now let me come to simulate and here you have the play buttons for simulating. Okay. So this one I have about the slab age. So for that, let me go to this task and about this slab age. This is the slab age. Okay, so I have done the mistake here about the timing. Sorry. So it will be on May. Yeah. So now it is fine. And if you come to simulate, now you don't have. Okay. So from the beginning, you have this and it is started. So let me just go for it. And here at the configure, I'll not go for hide now. So it should be none. So here, none. Okay. Now come to simulate and you can start playing it. So this is the start date. Okay. And here you can see the changes in the Gantt chart. And as per your project grows, you will see it. And here also you can see everything. Okay. Now here also you can check it. So this is the demolish part, right? So about this demolish, the end appearance is hide and the early appearance. So the simulation start appearance is model appearance. Mm, so there, let me go for hide and about the early appearance. So let me go with the model appearance and there, let me check it. Okay. So this existing one will not be hidden. So about the this one will be model appearance. Okay. About the late appearance, it will be model appearance and simulation start appearance, it will be model appearance. Now let's go for it. And here you can see, right? Uh, okay. So you see, this is the early appearance. This is the early appearance. We haven't started the simulation. This is the early appearance. This is your model appearance. And when you start, you see this is the color for your this start appearance. This is the start appearance. Okay. And if it is late, so there is any late uh, in your construction, so they you will have the this model appearance. Okay. And for this I have provided all this for model appearance. So let's go for simulate and let's play it. And there you can see that it is coming on this green color as because this is the configuration for this construct. Okay, so let's play for it. And there you can see as per the time, as per the date. And there you can add material cost as well, how much it cost. You can see it. Now you see that within a minute it is completed. You can change the playback time there. So here it is playback duration. So you can change the playback duration. Like you can go for 120 seconds and interval size and percent. So you can override the start date and end date as well if it is applicable. So you can override your start date and end date. Here you can change it. So right now it is not applicable. And let's go for this overlay text. You see that one text appeared on the left side top. You can go for edit and these are the section it is added, like your day, your week, that is added. And you can add some extra things if you want to add colors for it. So you can change color. So go for like green color. You can, so the text will appear in green color. If you want to change the font, you can change the font as well. So like this you can go for it. Okay. And about the size you can change it. All right, click on OK. And you can add some extra lines over there. So for that new line here, you cannot just press enter, you have to press Control Enter. Okay. So number of weeks since started, number of days since started. So it is there already. Here you can see this is already there. This one. Let me delete it. Okay. And if you want to add anything like cost, you want to add the material cost, labor cost, this cost you want to add. So there you can add. So right now we don't have any cost value. So right now just not adding it. Okay, and click on OK. And here you see that view is per as per the planned, okay, as per the planned date. And you can go for like if there is any actual difference, can go for it. And planned against actual, okay. And so it will show you that what is planned and what was the actual, and as per the difference it will show you. So you can go for actual and the so here it will show you the priority of the planned, and it will show you the difference between actual. And here it will show you the actual as per the actual date, and it will show you the plan difference. Okay. So let's click OK. And when you are done everything, you can export this animation. This is the source timeliner simulation. Renderer viewport, total viewport will be rendered. You can go like Autodesk. So Autodesk will be the renderer. And let's go for viewport. So format, this is going to be AVI format. And if you want to extract images from it, you can choose JPG, PNG, and bitmap. And here you have option for your video compression. Okay. So this is final. Click on OK. And about the size is about the frame per second. You can change it here. Let's click on OK. And desktop, Naviswork here. Let me save it. This structured timeliner. Let me save it. Okay. At the last, I will play that recording. Now here, let me show you that if you have any data sources, so that you can add. So one external project file, suppose you have the CSV file. Okay. Here I have this CSV file already created, timeliner.csv. Let's click on open. And here you see that we have some files already filled up. The column external field name, the task name is the task name, and display ID is WBS ID. And here if it is actual start date, if there is any actual start date, you can go for it. So right now I don't have any actual start date. Okay. And here I have the end date. So that is not the actual end date. You can apply like this is whatever is the planned end date, and that is the actual end date. So that you can specify. And about the material cost, if it is available here, you can add material cost and all this cost, and you can fill up all these columns. So let's go for it. Click on OK. And here you see that the source is added right now. The source is added. But if you go to the task, you cannot see it, right? So let me just delete them. Let me quickly delete. Okay. So I'll be adding a new task with this data source. So after adding it here, you have to go for this refresh tab, and there you have this selected data source. If you have added another means two or three data sources, so altogether you can go for all data sources. Right now you have to go for this selected data source. Okay. And then you will go for like you can update your task data from this source. So it will maintain the existing structure. So you can go for synchronize, and let's click on OK, and let's go to this task, and there, I think from the selection set. this one. Mm, okay, so let me go for it. And here you have to go with the, let me go with the selected data source. And here, let me import all this task there. Let me import the task. So let's click on OK. And here it's showing you that some don't have some like IDs and the start date are missing. Okay, so let's go with the OK. And here you see that some uh, some don't have the planned start date and the end date. So we are missing those. So we just have to refill those. Okay, about the dates. And as per it, we will just define the task type and we will attach the components as per this task. Okay, and we will have our simulation. So this way we can have it. And there you can see that everything is there. Just we need to assign the components. Otherwise, even if I run, you will not see anything, right? So you just have to attach, you just have to define the task type and all these things you have to uh, do it manually. So here we have less work for manually. So this way it will be easier for us to create all the tasks. Okay, if we import. So there we have this data source, and after this selected data source, you will be rebuild task hierarchy and it will be created here. All right. And here you have this export schedule. So you can export this Gantt chart, this schedule, you can export it as a CSV file or as a MS Project XML file that you can do. Okay, you can export it. All right, so this way you will be creating your timeline or simulation, your 4D simulation, and you can see it. You can export the values. So that I have. And you run the simulation. Okay, so this is all for today. Thank you.